Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning into the North Main Minute. I'm Joshua Dobie. Financial planning question with which we're working literally daily here at North Main Financial Group has to do with the large rubric, the large topic of retirement planning. Now, before I say anything here, retirement planning is different for everybody. It truly is. Even different than your neighbor, different than family members, even if you're in the same economic kind of situation, it's going to be a very, very different experience for everybody. So very important that I say that up front. But a couple of items that you want to keep in mind as we're thinking about, this broad idea of retirement and what it means and what it feels like. There are a whole lot of things that go into it that aren't financial, by the way. That's a separate topic. We'll do that in another subsequent update. But some broad major kinds of things that you definitely want to keep in mind. First, understand that retirement is a process, not an occasion. Now, we're kind of hardwired that there's retirement day, right? We go from working one day to not working the next. And that certainly is an occasion of retirement. But from a planning standpoint, retirement is very much a process instead of a single moment. Meaning that when we look at retirement planning, we are, for all the understandable reasons, looking at decades of experience as opposed to things just happening on one day or on one separate occasion. Which brings me to the second point. When it comes to retirement planning, you want to be flexible. You want to make sure that your plan has enough financial flexibility to weather the ups and the downs and the sideways when it comes to our economic end of things and certainly to our markets. Because we anticipate, and we do from a planning standpoint, that we're going to have several decades for our clients in retirement. All you have to do is look back several decades to know we've had peaks and valleys and a whole bunch of stuff in between. And we want to make sure that we have enough flexibility inside of our retirement plan to make our way through that. The third big item that you want to keep in mind when it comes to this broad idea of retirement planning is you want to make sure that you keep a focus on what your goals are and don't get consumed by the noise. Very easy to do. Very easy once you're in retirement, that when we're going through times a little bit like what we're experiencing right now in the stock markets, that you have a heightened level of concern. You're not working anymore, perhaps, or you're doing it in some reduced capacity, so your income isn't the same. You're depending upon your portfolio and Social Security for those kinds of things. So it can become a very emotional kind of space. Completely understandable for that kind of thing. However, you want to make sure that you're making decisions based, again, on trends if you're making any tweaks, as opposed just to small moments in time. Again, all you have to do is look back a couple of decades to understand that it almost never makes sense just to react to what's happening in the moment. Even when we have such significant events like 9/11 and the economic downturn that happened in 2008 and 2009, again, as painful as those occasions were on multiple levels, it didn't make a whole lot of sense to do something radically different. If you stayed the course, that usually was a space where folks made out the best. If you'd like to take a look at your retirement plan to understand what it means for you, as I said, it's different for everybody. And we're very conscientious here at North Main Financial Group to look at customized plans and how they go together. If you'd like to reach out to us to do that, we'd love to hear from you, northmainfinancial.com.